Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play The Sims 3 Perfect Genetics Challenge Generation 6 Part 41. So, it's me, so we're going to start this part off with some birthdays. We're going to age up Aid and Davina because they have learned all of their skills, just to double check. Okay, so I don't need to potty train either one of them for sure. And they're all good. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and trigger age transitions. She's feeling nauseous, and we all know why. And yeah, so I'm just going to sell that. I'm really glad this doesn't like bring up their destructive trait, or mess with the non-destructive, since they're digging holes all over the place. Woohoo-yum. Kind of tempted to leave that in the inventory just to see if it does anything. Alright, Aid is athletic, a virtuoso, and friendly. Still not really sure what his hair color is. I don't think it's Cohen. Like, it's closest to his hair color, but it's not as red. His was more of like an auburnish, and this just looks like a light brown. And then again, I have no clue where the blonde comes from with his sister. Don't know what he's wearing either. But yeah, so these two are gonna go up in Austin and Ivan's old room. So this room over here, we're gonna put them in there. We might actually even make over the room on the screen. You can put your toys away, dude. Okay, we can choose a trait for Davina. She's friendly, a genius, and a loser. Oh, honey, I'm sorry. That stinks. Okay. So, she likes purple, or she likes spiceberry, which is basically purple. And Aid likes green, so this is going to be a Barney-themed bedroom, I guess. Nothing wrong with that. I loved Barney when I was a kid. Barney was great when I was growing up. He was the bomb. That and Dora. Those are my two most watched shows when I was a kid. When I was really young, it was Barney and Sesame Street. And then eventually I grew out of Sesame Street, and then it was Barney and Dora. And then I grew out of Barney, and then it was pretty much all Dora with, a little bit of like other TV shows kind of thrown in there. I wasn't supposed to watch Cartoon Network, but I loved watching Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. So even though I was probably a little too young to be watching stuff on Cartoon Network, I would watch Foster's Home for Imaginary Kids, or for Imaginary Friends. And it used to be on Netflix, and I would watch it all the time, but then they took it off Netflix, and I'm really upset. I loved that show. Okay. I don't really know what I want to do for the bed. Bling, bling, bling. I actually kind of like that. I think that looks kind of cool. So we'll do that. where purple is the prominent color. And we'll put Davina up there, and then we'll have Aid on bottom. The colors how they originally were, with the green as the prominent color. So we know that that's his bed. I think we'll make him right. We'll copy this green over to the chair. I didn't mean to copy purple. What did I do? What did I do? Why is it all purple? What did I literally? What did I just click on? What is this? I don't even know. Okay, copy the green. Go to the chair. I mean, it's really not that big a deal. However, I'm doing it anyway. Like, I barely changed the color. I meant to switch these. I do need to copy that purple though for one of the walls. No, what did I do? Do I copy it and then paste it by accident or something? It's not what I'm meaning to do, but I think that might be what I am doing. It's gotta load up all the patterns every time. However, I want to change like what walls are what color. So I think these walls have been green since like the very beginning. So I think I'm gonna change this color right here to be purple, and then I'll change this wall over here to be green. So like this whole side of the room. Sorry, I'm itching my chest if you can hear that. Or like my collarbone if you want me to be specific. Do want to let you know I no longer have my foster puppies. I was supposed to have them until like next Friday or so. And then I got an email yesterday saying, hey, if you want to bring the puppies back tomorrow, you can. And so I had to take my puppies back. So I no longer have Winnie and Winona. However, I most likely am getting at least one more this upcoming Monday, which for you guys was last Monday, a week ago. But, oh, this wall's already green? Oh. Well, there went that plan. But yeah, anyways, so I'm most likely getting more puppies. Not 100% sure yet, but I'm pretty sure. And they're pitty puppies. They're little pit bulls. And I've never had pit bull puppies. I don't think I've ever had anything like foster that has pit bull in it. Now, I've interacted with pit bulls before. I totally hate how people automatically think pit bulls are bad dogs. Like, pit bulls are great. They're so cute. Now, I don't want one just because, like, they're not the softest dogs, and I like dogs that are fluffy and really soft, and so the dogs that have the short, coarser fur, I'm not the biggest, like, I just don't really want to own one, because, again, I like fluffy, soft dogs. I have nothing against pit bulls, however. Nothing against them. So these are actually, like, pit bull Shar-Pei mix puppies. Which you don't know if Shar-Peis look like, you need to look it up. It's spelled SHAR-PEI. They're like the really wrinkly dogs. They remind me of Mastiffs, but yeah. So I might be getting one of those on Monday, which is great because I start summer school on Monday. Yay. But, oh well, I will survive. It'll be okay. I will make it through somehow. There's a fly on my window. I'm not really sure when it got in here, but it did somehow. Because I've had my door open like all day. Because I had puppies, and I don't let my puppies like free roam around my room. And it's not that I'm a messy person, but I do have things that like sit on the floor. Like I have guitar stands, my guitar case, my book bag is on the floor. I always have a pair of shoes out so I can just like slip into them if need be. And I don't trust them to not start chewing on something and just completely destroy it when I'm not looking, because that has happened before. So I actually left them downstairs, but I left my door open so I could hear them. And yeah, so I don't know if the fly came in during then, but I've been very productive today, okay? Like, I cleaned up my room a bit, and again, I'm not super messy, but it did need some attention. Like, I had clothes to put away from a couple nights ago, and like, I cleaned out. I had this bag that I take with me to work. Well, I keep adding more stuff to it, not taking anything out. And so I unloaded that, and I have an art table that when I don't really think about anything, I just kind of pile all this stuff on it. And so I cleaned that off. So I was like real productive this morning. I went through my bookcases, and my mom's a teacher. She teaches 8th grade ELA, so like English and literature. And she is always telling me that when I'm not home, she's going to come up and go through my bookcase and just take all the books that she would like for her classroom. And I'm always profusely against that because those are my books. But I have 2 bookcases. I went through both of them today and took out everything that I don't want and, put some new books away. Because I've had books that I'm pretty much had doubled up my shelf, that I had 2 rows of books on each shelf, one in front of the other, and I didn't like that. It just looked sloppy and messy and didn't look good, and so I finally got around to fixing that, and we're finding out we're preganning it. Pregart. Yeah, I'm not gonna drop that now. I'm gonna watch the video repeatedly so I can come up with a new phrase for every time. But yeah, so for right now, all of my books fit on my bookshelf until the next time I go to Barnes & Noble, because I was struggling to make all of my books fit. So next time I go to Barnes & Noble, I'm doomed because I run out of room on my bookshelf and I'll have to start doubling up in the front again. So, and this is after I put all these stuffed animals away. So I had all these stuffed animals from my childhood. See, and when I actually first moved years ago, I put a lot of stuffed animals in a box, and they're currently sitting in a closet in a spare bedroom. And I left out all the ones that mean a lot to me. However, those stuffed animals, I didn't need them out anymore. They still mean a lot to me, but they have now gone in the same closet as all the others. So that includes a lot of Webkinz. When I was growing up, Webkinz were my life. Wasn't dry in the house when the ensemble played the slow, sad pour out of a voice that wasn't cheering when you directed bombastic crescendos. You are renowned as the greatest conductor and composer in town. As if that weren't enough, here's your portion of the ticket sales. We need the money. But yeah, I have 40-something Webkinz. I had when I was younger, I had 2 shelves of my bookcase dedicated to Webkinz. I had this little bench that, if any of you know what American Girl dolls are, it was American Girl doll size, and they would sit on the bench. I just had lots of them. And then I've managed to, when we moved, I managed to squish them all in my smallest shelf on one of my bookcases, and I finally decided to put most of them away today. I kept 2 out. The 2 that were named after 2 dogs that I lost, that passed away years ago. That look just like them. I I kept those two out and they're sitting on the bookshelf in front of some books, but yeah. I am feeling so productive! Actually, we're gonna have her not do that real quick. Go eat some Oh! Oh, I thought she, like, electrocuted herself. So I heard her get shocked. Let's actually put her in a new pregnancy outfit. I think this is what keeps resetting her age as well, or whatever, whenever you take her into Create a Sim this way. Yeah, now I have, and like all together between the two bookshelves, each bookshelf has 3 shelves in it, so I have 6 shelves now. Previously, I only had 4.5, that I had half a bookshelf dedicated to stuffed animals that weren't Webkinz, and then I had that top shelf that was like the smallest shelf that was dedicated specifically to Webkinz, and they were crammed in there. Let me tell you, I brush up against that thing, I had like 5 of them fall out. Yeah, so, but it's okay. I mean, part of me is really sad because I hate putting things that like are that mean a lot to me, just putting them away. But I know where they are. But of course, Create a Sim is taking forever to load. Okay. Anne and Audra are no longer oh. I'm not that concerned, but I think that's one of our, it has to be daughter-in-law. And see, like, I don't know why it doesn't do this for everything in Create a Sim. Like, I have it turned on, you know, this compact CC mode. And, or not CC, but just compact mode in general, and it just doesn't work. It only works for her and the maternity area. Of course. Okay, and I've honestly just started putting her in random outfits. Make sure they look okay, and then just move on. Okay. Put on some normal colored ones, please. I don't like that they like, so it says that this is the color. Like, I wish it would put on the color that it shows in the single thumbnail instead of giving you a different color. Or like sometimes it just gives like this randomized color. Like with the Converse, like the base game Converse, if you click on those, most of the time they'll give me like a hot pink. The whole shoe is pink. It's not just like the hot pink color ones with the white on the toes and stuff. No, it's all pink. Like, no, I don't want all pink. I want, you know, the black ones. If the black ones are what it's showing. I honestly don't remember if the black are what it shows. And it doesn't always do it. Let's see if it'll do it this time. See, so like if it shows this color, it should do that. And it doesn't always do that. Like sometimes the white is pink, but that color looks fine, so we're just gonna leave it. And make sure she has something decent to sleep in for sleepwear. And then earlier when I was reorganizing bookshelves, I broke a nail, and I can still feel it. It was my thumb, and it just snapped like the whole top of the nail off. And so now it's all the way down to the very bed of my fingernail. Like where nail meets skin, and it hurts. It doesn't feel very good. Just put her in a random sweater. Honestly, don't care. We'll just leave the sweatpants. There's Audra. When I was actually looking through my bookshelves, there was a back of a book. I was trying to decide if I wanted to keep it or if I was gonna give it to my mom, and the main character's name was Audra. I'm like, huh. I don't remember ever hearing of this name before using it in this challenge. And now, like, oh, there's my timer. The more, like, well, now that I've used it, I see it more, not more. Like my guitar teacher, every student he has gets to sign their name on a wall in his, like, the room he gives his lessons in. And one of the new names is Audra. Like, I feel like I'm seeing it everywhere now. But that was the timer. So I'm going to go ahead and end this part here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. I'm going to put the twins makeover at the end, and also don't forget to go check out my gaming channel. It will be linked down below. Any support you guys could possibly give would be greatly appreciated. And yeah, so thank you guys, and I'll see you guys all in my next video. Bye guys.